until about 12 years ago. But before we explain what the difference is in the different countries between Supermix and say Maroon or Never Die in Africa for Never Die, we're going to have a testimony today that's pretty much life-changing. So Eric, if you don't mind, Eric is a big man in the company, you guys. He's been around in the industry for a long time. He knows how to do big business, but you know what? He doesn't do business, you guys. All he's doing here is sharing this product with people, and the money will take care of itself, I promise you. So, Eric, if you don't mind, come say a few words, give your story, and
thanks for having me. You guys are all amazing. The food is off the charts, Tom. If I would have known, I would have come a long time ago.
And now you know what I have to go through. Somebody has to do it.
So thanks for having me. It's a small part of all this. Tom Wagner and my sponsor, Ruth Claybrooks. This gentleman and many others have really paved the way for me. I'm an emerald with the company, knocking on diamond. Tom keeps pushing me. So, but I was going to tell the story, introduce the young lady coming up. She has an amazing story. She was told that she couldn't have children, but I'm gonna have my sister, knows her more intimately, have my sister introduce her. So my sister is Diana Mwaba, White Gold. So Diana.
Hi everyone, I know we're on time. Hi, my name is Diana Mwaba. I'm a White Gold, CJ International. I've been to this business almost 5 years, following this three men right here. And Rory's always a good man, always helped me with Quang and my team in Los Angeles. The only thing I love about this company is like family. There's no competition. I have team members, they're diamond above me, but I was the first Polynesian was introduced to this company. But people would say, why you're not diamond like Rory? And I say, you know why? Because this company is all about helping family, helping each other. I'm not here to compete with him or compete with you or anybody. We're here to share the same love, same vision, and whatever we're all excited about is about blessing family. And that was my passion about this company. You know, my brother, he's the one who was annoying. He been trying to get me into this company. I was a real estate agent. I was selling cars. I was selling dream home for people, and I was having a good time. I didn't need no money. I didn't need no product. But the first thing that comes to me is people that I love, people that really matters to me. It's our loved one. I had parents, God have them by his side, but I'm thankful because I'm continuing what they do. They taught us, you know, what little thing mattered to you. I know whoever invited you tonight, you should be thankful. I know it's busy, you know. I didn't want to tell the story about me and my brother driving here. It was tough. You know, I thought I would never see the next day, but you know what? God is good, because you know why? He knows that I finally get back to start this. This is my life. This is my passion. Go out, love your people. Do whoever sponsor, whoever's here for you, do it. I love you all. We're all gonna be here to share the same vision. I want to thank everybody for tonight. I love you, Tom, and everybody. Love you all. This time, the only reason why I want to say this because I didn't know this lady. I didn't know anybody. What about why? Because you share the blessing. Whoever I always on Facebook, you know, doing my live and share this passion. This lady messaged me. She's the one, I know her. She know the lady that she's blind. I don't know that blind lady. She's the one, she introduced this lady. That's how I met this beautiful lady here. Virgie, Virginia, you will hear her story tonight. Virgie, all the way from Seattle.
Thank you, Anna. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you for having me tonight. My name is Virginia. I am from Tacoma, Washington. I was introduced to Supermix and Moringa and Zija about 3 years ago, the ending of 2015, I believe. So we've been on the products for about 3 years now. 2016, we were doing the business somewhat full time. Because of the amazing results that we've had, not only myself, but my husband and all the testimonies that we've seen and heard and all the people that we've met, I wanted to go out and share with a lot of people. I built a big team, but because I had conceived in 2017 in the beginning, we found out we were expecting our first child. We were on the road doing a meeting and I wasn't feeling well. So I was telling my husband, I think we're expecting. So we went to the doctor. Doctor said we are expecting. Thank God for that. Fast forward this year, we found out we were pregnant again. I had my son last December, and then I had another baby 3 weeks ago. Anyways, thank you. So my story started out, I was obese, diabetic, always hungry. I grew up in American Samoa, and my grandmother, she's a business lady. She has a store at the airport, and I grew up there. And there's a lot of junks, a lot of food, so I was consistently eating. And every time I ate something, I would never get full. I could eat a whole plate of this, after that, eat a bag of chips, eat this. So I was always hungry, always tired. I didn't really like to go exercise or do anything. So it was basically go to work, come home, lay down, just lounge, do nothing at all, go party, whatever. Anyways, my friend, as she mentioned, Senara from Kent, she had introduced me to this product. Her cousin in California had shared with her about her testimony. She's a 3-time cancer patient survivor. Wow. So she had sent her some products and to sample, and she tried it. My friend is blind. She doesn't really have the interest to do anything. We talk every day. We didn't have lives then. Anyways, I talked to her one day and she was like, I feel really good. I was like, what's going on? She said, well, I drank this product. I wake up in the morning, I feel energized. I was like, interesting. So Miss Anamuava, they had Polynesian Samoan team calls going on every Sunday where you would go on and listen and people would share their information and share their testimonies on the different results they've had from taking these products. So we would go on and listen, and I heard a lot of testimonies about gout. My husband has gout, diabetes, we're both diabetic. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this. So I went ahead and ordered. First day ordering, I worked in a call center for more than 10 years. If I wasn't on the phone, I'd doze off. I literally sleep at my desk. And when I hear somebody calling, I would just wake up and start talking. It was just like a natural. So that day I tried XM Plus is what I had started off with. And remember now, I love to eat. I'm always eating and hungry. So that day I drank the XM Plus, I went to work. I felt really good. I was wired. I just kept talking. I did not fall asleep. It was 2 o'clock and I hadn't ate. So I was like, wow, this is amazing. So I went home and I did my research. I looked up everything moringa. And I was just amazed. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, Lord. This is what I've been looking for. Fast forward, excuse me. 6 months later, I started losing weight. Me and my husband, we're big people. We love to eat. So we kept eating, but we kept drinking the product. We were consistent. And the weight was coming off. Everybody was like, you guys are looking good. It's like, thank you. This product is really helping us. Not only that, our diabetes, our A1C levels went down. My husband was no longer considered diabetic.
Wow.
I had more energy than ever. I was running up the stairs. I never remember running when I was young.
Wow.
I was running up and down. I would go to the gym, exercise. It was just life-changing, and I am so thankful. It's amazing. I went to my first CJ Summit, in 2016. I took my husband and a team member. It's amazing. We haven't been doing it, the business for the past 2 years because I got pregnant. And I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't feel like talking to nobody. But I still knew what I knew and the experience that I had experienced. But today, last night I had a meeting at my house.
Wow.
And I signed up one person, and it's just amazing the feeling that you get just to be able to share your testimony and these life-changing products. You just have to try it. You just have to try it and experience it for yourself. But thank you so much for your time. Get back to the person that had introduced you or invited you tonight, and I encourage you to give it a try. Share it with someone you know who is in pain. It's for everybody. Everybody needs this product. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless and have a wonderful evening.
We love you.
Thank you. So yeah, you guys the people that have been in Zija for 5 years, you're going to see hundreds, if not thousands of people with the same kind of compassion, you guys. That's what this is about. This is not about selling anything. It's about getting our families well. Because right now, Big Pharma is taking advantage of us, you guys. They're putting us on again, and we don't diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure in Zija at all. But they're putting us on medications that we don't need most of the time. We're going to explain today what's the difference between Supermix and any other Moringa oleifera on the market, okay? So Good Morning America just came out this year and said, hey, this is the latest, greatest superfood, just this year. Mr. Brailsford knew that 12 years ago, you guys, when we opened. So Kenya down here, you can see it says locally growing moringa tree to fight against malaria. Africa, again, they call it nevada. So other cultures have known that this tree works, but no one could figure out how to get it to absorb. How is the product enzymatically alive? And so we're going to go into that real quick. Do you have anyone have a super mix on them? I know there's one in my briefcase somewhere, just so I can show it. I always do that. I know I have one. Whoever gets one first. Okay, I got one.
Oh, excellent plus.
Okay, excellent plus. So you guys, so we're going to find out what's in Supermix today. But my personal story, just to share with you, that's my wife and I. We met 31 years ago in the police academy. She was actually my training officer. So those of you that know my story, you know I say she was in charge of me then, in charge of me now, 31 years later. So, but besides law enforcement, we've been business owners for 29 years. We've owned a private investigation company, which as of August 1st of this year, we finally just retired. Because of this, you guys, because of Zija, because of Tom's help, kind of steering us a little bit. But that's really powerful to not have to do traditional business. I've also been in health and wellness since I was 14 years old. I got beat up really bad as a young kid, so I started bodybuilding, started training. Don't say what happened, because that's a long time ago. But you guys, the thing is, when you're in this industry, your goal is to open up a health club as a bodybuilder. So that's what my wife and I did. We opened up a health club in Moreno Valley, California. And we had this club for 12 years. We had thousands of members at our own health club and would never sell a product. Why would that be, you guys? Why wouldn't I take advantage of that crowd? Because I've never taken a product that worked. I've never taken something that I felt the difference. The very first time I took Supermix, within 10, 15 minutes, my mental clarity, I was tripping, you guys. I was like, wow, why do I feel so good? What's going on? So my energy levels were off the charts. My mental clarity, as I talked about. But at the sheriff's department, you guys, my blood pressure was 159 over 110 for 15 years taking medication. Okay, that's high, 159 over 110 on medication. 3 weeks doing Supermix twice a day, and the premium tea, my blood pressure dropped to 114 over 79.
Wow.
That's why I'm sitting here with you guys. You guys, you can't make these stories up, okay? Another thing that happened to me, 4.5 years ago, I got diagnosed by Kaiser Permanente. Kaiser said, Mr. Wendell, you have 90% more blockage in both your carotids than anyone else your age. How can that be, you guys? I eat organically, I do everything right, I train, but I've got 90% blockage in both my carotids. Why? Because the food that we're consuming, you guys, is killing us. So that was 4.5 years ago. I went back and got retested about 7-8 months ago from 90% blockage to 0.
Wow.
You guys, to me, this product saved my life. I would have had a stroke and I might not be here. And there's other people in the room that will testify to that same thing. So that's my personal testimony with the product. What's cool with our product, you guys, you don't have to sell the product. You just tell the doctors or tell the nurses or tell anyone in the health profession, do me a favor and just Google in your book, the physician's desk reference, Google Supermix in your book. Go look in your book, I should say. It's in there. You guys, this is powerful. This is credibility. For us to have Supermix and plant protein in there, and I understand there's other products that are coming into the PDR, that's powerful. So now any doctor, anyone who's skeptical, We just took away their skepticism right there. So this right here, I just want to point this out. This was a text that came out October 2018. This is just in from Dr. Alma. Also, cellular oxidative stress research. It took me 18 months to compile with over 76 diabetic patients on SuperMix and SmartMix since April 2018. 92% have normal A1C below 5.8.
Wow.
You guys, come on, get real serious, team. We can change lives. I'm on the road. Let's get busy inviting people to look at Zija. Dr. Alma, she's out of Austin, Texas. You guys, that's powerful. This is somebody who took the time to test our product and see what happens. So if this was all we were talking about diabetes, we'd have our hands on something powerful. So, but what's cool, you guys, the owner of our company is a billionaire. His name is Ken Brailsford. He's the father of herbal encapsulation. He actually saw about 12, 13 years ago the Discovery documentary called Moringa the Miracle Tree. And if you guys Google that on YouTube, you'll see that that documentary is about an hour long. The babies in Africa were dying of malnutrition. Single-handedly, Moringa oleifera reversed malnutrition. Mr. Brailsford felt spiritually called to be the one to bring Moringa to the Western culture. The problem is, you guys, it's so diverse. The scientists couldn't figure out how to get the amino acids to absorb. Do we use the leaves, the seeds, the fruit of the tree? It took this scientist, yes, his name is Dr. Plant, ironically. It took him and our team of scientists 143 attempts to do this. I was talking to somebody today and they said somebody planted moringa, or they're buying it offline and so on and so forth. I want you to understand something, you guys. The moringa that you take has a tremendous difference. Where you get it, how it's formulated, a tremendous difference. And I'm going to point out something here. You'll see it here in a second. We have a $15 million pharmaceutical grade FDA compliant facility. I didn't say FDA approved, you notice. I said FDA compliant. Why didn't I say FDA approved? We're not a drug, you guys. The FDA does not approve nutritional product. Why is this important? This clicked with me the other day, Tom. FDA compliant. Dr. Plant tested 10 moringas on the market now, okay? He went through and said, okay, this is Moringa oleifera. All these other companies, 1 out of 10 had a trace of moringa in it.
Wow.
You guys, we have a facility, $15 million. The FDA, if we say there's 13 grams of moringa in here, there's 13 grams of moringa in here. That's why Mr. Brailsford had the smarts to open a pharmaceutical facility back 12 years ago. He didn't have to do that, but he knew that people would try to copycat us. So to me, that was mind-blowing when I caught that. So, and in my eyes, this is the #1 scientist in the world, in my eyes. Why do I say that? You guys, Harvard University, graduating #1, I barely got through high school, you guys. I mean, it was only for, thank God for sports, I wouldn't have made it. But this guy graduates #1 from Harvard in 3.5 years. All the scientists in the world look at him and say, we want you to go to work, make drugs, make pharmaceuticals. He said, no, you guys are masking the problem. I can prevent it with proper nutrition, but I need money, someone who's going to back and keep the product quality what it is. So that's what's powerful, you guys. When you put a billionaire and the #1 scientist in the world making your planets, guess what? Nobody's going to top what you do. So this is the facility I was talking about. Again, it's in Lehigh, Utah, Farmer Tech. We are now in 59 countries, give or take. When I started, we were in 32 countries. Even though the United States is green, I can tell you right now, no one in this is it, you guys. Am I right? Where's Eric? Eric probably went out there.
It's right here.
You got in Washington, you guys are the biggest team. You guys, that's crazy.
Yeah.
In Washington, no one knows about Zija. In Yucaipa, where I'm from, in San Bernardino. So it's wide open, you guys, and all we have to do is spread the word about what the product is doing. So what we're going to talk about today, though, diabetes, lupus, fibromyalgia, most of those diseases are caused by the food that we're eating or that we're not eating. So back in the day, this was the traditional diet. Today, this is what we're eating. And when you combine it with the hormones, with the GMOs, with the pesticides, everything that's in our food, we're in big trouble. I was just talking to somebody, Kevin, matter of fact. Who are you talking to today, Kevin?
Mr. Seldy, cousin or friend. Could you share with us, please? Who did we talk to?
Is-
To my relative here is another product is Forever Living, something like that, and it's also in LAX. He screen people with those coming with disease from other countries. So,
and he's into nutrition.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get across.
Yeah.
Kevin's telling me, here's this guy who's into nutrition.
Yes.
He didn't know what GMO was.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's
You guys,
the
if
big.
you have somebody who's teaching nutrition, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. If you're teaching nutrition and you don't know what genetically modified organisms, you should not be teaching nutrition.
Amen to that.
So if you get nothing else out of this presentation, go home and Google GMO, Google Monsanto. It will change your life, you guys. Our families are being poisoned by Roundup that is in our food. So please go home and Google that. This is actually life-changing. So the problem is, you guys, we're trying to eat organically. We're going to Clark's, we're going to the nutrition center, we're buying organic food. Well, guess what? In the 1950s, they did a study saying, hey guys, our soils are so depleted, we can't get nutrition. That's why almost 30 countries will not accept the food in the United States because of the GMOs. That's powerful, you guys. That other countries are like, you guys are dumb. I'm not trying to be mean, but these other countries look at us and say, you guys are willing to eat Roundup? Really? Are you crazy? Do you know what it's doing to your children? It's killing them, you guys. So I'm very passionate about spreading the word of the GMOs. So what happens, because of the lack of nutrition, we're overeating. We're not overeating because we're hungry. We're just not getting nutrients. So one serving of this, you guys, this is the answer. So we just talked about all the bad. So the good is one serving, 46 antioxidants. What do antioxidants do? They fight cancer, they fight disease, they fight free radicals. That's in one serving. 36 anti-inflammatories. So people that are in pain, within 10, 15 minutes, very often, you guys, they're out of pain. Ibuprofen has one anti-inflammatory. This has 36, and it's natural, okay? You've got your omegas 3, 6, and 9, so you don't need your fish oil. You have 92 cell-ready nutrients. What do I mean by cell-ready nutrients? That's very important, you guys. Cell-ready means that when you take this product, it's literally cellular being activated in your system, and that's why you have the reaction that you had. She has an illness, and she took a full super mix, and within 2 hours, she had some serious reactions because moringa went in there because it's cell-ready, and it started fighting the disease that she had. So in some cases, we have to slow down and bring it a little bit slower into the system. Let the body gradually fight rather than all at once. Because it can be dramatic, you guys. So your 20 amino acids, 9 of which the body can't produce. It's in that tree. If that's not a miracle, I don't know what is. And over 92 cell-ready nutrients, okay? That's in one serving. Plant of the Year in 2008. And that's, again, what I like about this, is the more that people Google, the better it is for us. So if you're in Zija and you don't know the answer to a question, that's great. We don't want you to know. You guys just tell people Google. Google cancer and moringa oleifera. Google diabetes and moringa oleifera. Google lupus and moringa oleifera. You're going to find third-party studies from Johns Hopkins, National Institutes of Health, all these other organizations saying, yes, we have done studies and this is the most powerful botanical, but no one could figure out how to get it to absorb like Dr. Plant did. This slide here just talks about some of the things that moringa is used for, but if this was the only one in the left-hand corner, normalizes blood sugar, you guys, how many in our family are diabetic? My brother lost his leg about 9, 10 years ago from diabetes, lost his will to live, and he's no longer here. I promise you, if this product was here, my brother would still be here. So you guys, that's what this is about. People will ask me, wait, I'm taking medication, Rory. I'm taking 4 meds, 5 meds. Can I take the moringa oleifera? Ask them, say, can you eat an apple? And they're like, what do you mean? Can you eat an apple? If you can eat an apple, you can take moringa oleifera. You guys, they give this to nursing moms, okay, to increase milk production. So moringa is safe, again, for 6 months or older. And we're going to run through this real quick. So vitamin A, you guys, in 1 gram of moringa, 4 times the vitamin A of carrots. So you'd have to eat 4 carrots for 1 gram. There's 13 grams of moringa in this, okay? 7 times vitamin C, so on and so forth. So again, this is science. So These two products are our main products. You got Super Mix and Smart Mix. Super Mix has 13 grams of moringa compared to 10 grams in Smart Mix. Super Mix has the strongest anti-inflammatory support. Smart Mix, though, has the prebiotics to help the digestive system. Both of these are meant to be taken first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. No soda, no tea, no coffee, no medicine. Okay, and I'm going to quote, no medicine until you put Super Mix in your system. We're not telling people to stop taking their meds, you guys. Not at all. But what Dr. Plant said, wait, let's see if we can self-correct the body by giving proper nutrition. And so we've done that. Kevin actually did it in Washington. His relative was 15 years shooting herself with insulin. 15 years. We gave her 6 packets. She listened. She did not take her insulin. Her numbers, you guys, and she called Kevin, 186, 165, 146, 124, 109, on 6 packets of moringa. No insulin. And then she ran out wanting more. So you guys, this is absolutely powerful what we have our hands on. Again, it'd take over 100 pills to equal one of our Super Mix. It's not what you take that matters. It's what's being absorbed. This is literally my favorite product, the XM Plus. Sadly, I don't take that product. I actually took one today because I was wiped out because we've been up since 3 o'clock. But this product is my favorite, you guys. But because of my blood pressure, if I stay on that product and I cheat, my blood pressure is going to shoot back up. So I took this product today and I love it, you guys. So if you know anybody who's drinking Red Bull, Monster, 5 hour energy, or they're drinking coffee, put them on Moringa oleifera. It's got natural caffeine, desert tea, green tea, ginseng is all in the XM Plus. So again, with high blood pressure, stay away from that product. A lot of professional athletes have used Moringa oleifera in our products. What Zija just did, and I love this, they just put together some kits, some basic kits. Just so you understand, you guys, I'm going through a very, very small portion of the products of what Zija has. We're known as the natural health revolution, meaning our deodorant that we use is actually charcoal because it's natural. It means that our shampoo that we use, our bar soap, everything that goes in our body or on our skin is natural, okay? So what Zija did, because people can get confused with so many products, they put together kits. Well, within the kit, they put in Super Mix, which is what we're talking about. They put in Burn. Why did they put in Burn? How many people want to lose an extra 10, 15 pounds? They can't lose it. Almost everybody, you guys. I overate this, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm starting to get a little belly. I overate, you guys. And I can't stand being even 5 pounds overweight. But guess what, you guys? I'm going to go home and I'm going to detox. I can't use the Burn because remember my blood pressure. Then I'm going to go home. I'm going to use the Burn or use the detox tea, the premium tea. You guys, this thing is the most powerful product besides Super Mix. We can give your body the best nutrition on the planet, but if we don't clean your colon, your kidney, your liver, your intestines, you're not going to maximize the absorption. If you have someone take Super Mix and they tell you they don't feel it, they didn't feel it, ask them, did you do the tea? 9 times out of 10, they're going to say no. Think about this. 30 years, you're eating GMOs. You're eating poison. You're eating poison. You got 20, 25 pounds of feces within your intestines, within your colon. You take a product, I don't care what you take, it's not going to be absorbed. It's not going to do anything. So if somebody does not, and not everybody, you guys, there are some people that are in great, great shape and they eat organically, they do everything right, and they may not feel the buzz and the high that a lot of us get. But I can promise you, if they haven't done the tea, make sure they do. This tea actually rocked Janet's world. She was one of those people who couldn't use the restroom. It took her 2 or 3 times to use our detox tea, but it changed her life, you guys. And if somebody uses the tea and they do not have a bowel movement, they've got a problem. And that's not from me. That was actually Dr. Plant. They're setting themselves up for colon cancer, you guys. So if they use the tea and it doesn't work, have them use it again and again and again and again until they get that movement, and then their system will jumpstart. So plant protein, you guys, that's another product. Every category, this is mind-blowing to me. In business, if you want to win, you need to be the first and only. So we're the first and only company in the world that has Moringa oleifera that is cell-ready, enzymatically alive. We're the first and only company in the world that uses the leaves, the seeds, the fruit of the tree. Why don't other companies do it? expense, you guys. They can't afford it. And they can't figure it out. We're the first and only company in the world that has plant protein infused with Moringa oleifera. A complete protein, all 20 amino acids. So if you're vegan or vegetarian, you guys, that's a fantastic product. The Ameo Trim and Tone actually came within one of the kits that we'll go through here. But we just found out today, somebody sent a video online. The Mayo Clinic, anyone heard of Mayo Clinic? You guys, they just adopted our oils. That's huge. I mean, that is, when you see another doctor explaining why we're going to use a Mayo oils, these other companies that they're talking about, you guys, have been in business, how many years, Tom? 20, 30 years? 30 years? 20? And here comes the Mayo. How did we do that? I put we in it like I did. But think about this, you guys. Why did that happen? Because Mr. Brailsford spent $10.5 million doing the research before he launched our oils. Those other companies didn't do that. They said, here's our oil. It's therapeutic grade. What does that mean? Absolutely nothing. 85% of all the oils that are submitted to Zija get rejected because they don't pass our quality, you guys. Proof is in the pudding, though. Take their oil, put it on the back of your hand. Take our oil, put it on the back of your hand. Turn away 30 seconds. Our oil's gone. It's permeable. It's in the skin, you guys. So, again, first and only company in the world, clinical grade essential oils. And again, the Trim and Tone actually helps detox, you guys. A lot of people don't like the way water tastes unless you have a more clear system. We'll talk about that later. But you guys take a couple drops of Trim and Tone and drop it into your water. It actually helps your body to detox. You can see right here, Trim and Tone aids in digestion, encourages detox, and helps remove extra water. So right now I'm bloated, so guess what I should do? Trim and Tone, you guys. Seriously.
I have some. Anybody
Let's have some.
This slide here, you guys, I put back on because, again, the amount of oils that we have and what they're able to do with this. This is called skinny dipping. Go online and just Google skinny dipping, and you'll get this recipe. And what basically they do, they lay in the tub with hottest water that they can stand. And these are some of the results, you guys. Somebody told me that was one time, and if that's one time, somebody call my wife. That's a trip. I'm like, okay, I don't know if I believe that was one time doing it. So.
Was that somebody, Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin. That was Kevin.
Funny.
Another product we have, you guys, again, is the 2-minute Miracle Gel that does 7 things. We have a lady in Palm Springs who is spending $450 to $500 every month and a half to 2 months buying organic product in Palm Springs. $40, you guys, replaced it. Our organic 2-minute Miracle Gel. So absolutely amazing. We were just talking about this the other day, the Paracap oil. Again, strengthens the skin's collagen, you guys. So our skincare line, the same scientists that created Estee Lauder created Gen M. And some of the other products just came on board with one of the other companies we adopted. But the testimonies are off the charts. I'm just going to go real quick here. This is Paul. This story, though, to me is amazing. I keep forgetting, was it Rizaldi or Kevin? Kevin, did you introduce?
Mr. Rizal.
Rizaldi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. In my eyes, Rizaldi's a hero.
Yes.
Rizaldi's a lifesaver.
Yes.
He has done more than Paul's doctors. You did more than Paul's doctors did for all of those years. All Paul's doctors did was put him on one medicine after another, after another, after another. You guys, in a couple months on Supermix, the doctors called him into the office and said, "You can't reverse lupus. There's no way." Well, he said, "Look at my numbers. My numbers are reversed." "What did you do?" "I took Supermix." You know what the doctors told him after that? "We still want you to take the medicine." Why?
Wow.
$3,400 a month in medication.
That's
You guys, that's what we're up against in Zija. And again, I'm going to say it. We don't diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure. Okay? We don't do that. But you guys, we need to get our family on the product. So look at all these different things that have been reversed. This is the hero I was talking about, Mr. Rizaldi. You guys, now let's give Rizaldi a round. Rizaldi, you want to say a few words real quick?
Oh, who's that man?
I'm Rizal Mello from LA. I know about metals, but not on health. I've been in Lindora, all types, Lindora, isotonic, new skin, Shackley, all those herbal and all medicine give me by doctors for 11 years, and those prescription doctor give me for diabetic for 6 years. It doesn't work, and this one give me for only few weeks, and it works so quickly that I reverse. I will not will be here, just like Jan Wood said. It's not for this 11 ring that I got. I will not still be talking to you. I reverse my diabetic, so I am speaking to you now. I share my knowledge, the secret. I found it. The 30 sober, I found it in Moringa. So I keep sharing on you on this. This really the danger of the diabetic. I educate to you. It's really now it's really epidemic all over the world. And I lose 30 pounds. Me, I really would like to remove my pain from 9 to remove it. Just want to remove my pain. I just want to lose weight, but that's not it. My really to remove my pain from 9 to something like that. I try all those. Give me, I try it. Just to remove my pain, but only 1 degree or 2 degree. I use for years, but now this one is really good. I reverse my diabetic with this product, and also with dieting and little exercise. I reverse it. It's really when you got moringa, pass it on. It's really good for your kids generation, and the effect of those they call it corporate evil, one of the evil company in the world now. So go. That's what she said. Go. Google it, YouTube it, the Monsanto. They're the one who make a problem so that we get toxic on it, and then they're the one they own the pharmaceutical, the Pfizer, and also the Splenda, those diet, those Coke. It's really bad. I tell you that's really that's a problem for your wife, for your husband, for your kids, and the new generation. Since the Monsanto introduced it 1994. It's different now. We have a Western diet, we got the fast food, all that effect. We have the stress. All cortisol is really make us bad. We get fat and diabetic. It's really. So first they want introducing this one, this moringa is really pure. Because this one, first Muhammad Ghani said, first they will ignore you. The second they ridicule you. Then the third one they fight you. The next you win.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all it is possible.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. You guys, I get emotional because this man and his wife make very good money. Okay? His wife is one of the top realtors in Orange County. He works a good job. They had all the money.